Hello everyone, welcome. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to draw bar chart and pie charts using our octave program. So in order to draw our bar chart and pie chart, we will first start by drawing the bar chart. So in order to draw it, we first start by initializing variables. So now we start here by initializing a variable x. We say that x, let's say x. Now we are going to use this format. We start from 0, we increment each of the values by 1 and then n to 10. We have this, or n to 10. Now lastly, we can go again with y. We start from 0, we start here from 0, we increment by 2 and insert n to 20. So we have this. So now we can visualize the value of x as being this and the value of y as being this. So you see that each of the values, 0 is going to be on the x-axis and this is going to be on y-axis, and these are going to be on y-axis and this is going on x-axis. So to plot a bar chart, it's just simple. Just write bar and paste into x. This is the first element is going to be on x-axis and second element is going to be on the y-axis. And then press enter. Come here and look your diagram. This is your bar chart. So this is the bar chart you are going to have with your figure bar. Now you can have some small modification with your bar charts. If I want to modify the bar chart, I can decide to modify the width of the bars. The width of the bars. So if I want that the width should be 1, so let's say I want that the width should be 1, I can place a comma and I say let's start with 0.1. I can place 0.1 here and I press enter. When I do this, I come and I visualize that the width has reduced. Now I am capable of also increasing the width such that each should touch each other. So I'll place a bar, I'll go up, then I'll instead place at this position. I'm going to place here bar xy into 1. So when I do this, I come again, I press start. So you have this, which is resembling a histogram. All of them are touching each other. This is instead a histogram. This is how to draw a histogram with a bar chart. So you have bar and then instead place 1 here, and you are going to plot instead a histogram where each of the bars are going to touch each other. So this is a simple method of plotting your bar chart. Now when you want to do an inverse of the bar chart, where instead this is going to be on the x and this will be y and this will be x, you are going to just use bar h. So this you can use first bar into y comma x and see how it comes out. So when you have bar comma x, you enter, you visualize how it's coming out. You have this. Now with the bar h, when you have bar h, bar into h, when you have bar h, it inverts the side. What happens is that it's going to invert the side and place this inside up here, as you're going to see. So you have bar h into x comma y. So you press that and you visualize how it come out. So you have this instead. So this is how to use the bar h. So we have seen how to plot the bar chart, to plot the bar chart using octave programming. Now we'll continue by plotting how to know how to plot the pie chart. So let's try to plot the pie chart. To plot the pie chart, the first thing to put in your mind is that the values that you need to enter are just the x. There is no need of entering y again. So the x values here are going to be the values that are going to enter in the pie chart. And the pie chart, you need to know that pie chart are placed in percentages. So this 0 here is going to occupy a 0% in your pie chart. In order to know that it's going to be 0%, you're going to do 0 all over the addition of the total element of the pie chart times 100%. This 1 here is going to be 1 all over addition of the total element times 100% in order to know the percentage. So let's see a pie chart instead with other variables. So I'm going to use instead x1 in this case for the pie chart. I'm going to use the different variables. Let's say I'm going to use 20, comma, I'm going to use 30, comma, and I'll use 50. These are the different values I want to use: 20, 30, and 50 for the pie chart. Now when you have this, I place just a semicolon. Now you see that 20, 30, and 40, all of them are going to add to 100%. So this is going to occupy 20%, this is going to occupy 30%, it's going to occupy 50%, as you're going to see. So you have pi, I'll place x1 inside. So let's see how it's drawn. So you see here, you see that 20 will occupy 20%, 30 is going to occupy 30%, and 50 is going to occupy 50%. This is a representation of how pie chart sees the percentages. So in order for the pie chart to calculate percentage, it does the first element divided by addition of all the elements times 100%. This is how we calculate percentages. Second element divided by addition of all elements times 100%, all and so forth. So now this is, if I now draw inside pie chart of x, these values which are above here, these are the values of x. So this is what is going to be drawn. So you are going to have this. So you have 0%, 2%, 4%, and these are the different percentage that each of the values are going to occupy in the total addition. So you have this. Now if you want to space the variables, if you want to space this by a certain number, let's say I want to space each of them by a space of 1, what I can do is that I can create a new variable y1 equals to, I know the number of terms here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want to space each of them by 1, 1, 1, 1. So I'll do into, I have 1, I'll place like this, 1, 1, 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When I have this, I then go and I have the values. So I will now write pi. In order to space them, I'm going to use into, I'll place x now, and comma, I'll place y1 as such. So when I have this, I'm going to enter and visualize what has been done. So you see that all of them are going to be spaced by a space of 1. This has a space of 1, this has its own space, and all that. So see, each of them are spaced by 1 as such. So this is how to draw the pie chart. Now in order for you to draw a 3-dimensional pie chart, it's just easy. If you want to draw a 3-dimensional pie chart, just write the word 3 here and put inside as such. When you write 3 here, you can just write x. So you press here and you see what happens. You're going to have this new diagram, a 3-dimensional pie chart. Now if you want to, that they should be spaced, you can write pi 3 with comma y1 there. So you have y1 here. So you come and you see here, so you see that there are spaces which are found inside a 3-dimensional space that you have. So from here we have seen the how to draw the bar chart and the pie chart with Octave programming. Thanks for your kind attention.